Sales coming in September. Who should you avoid? Who should you maybe think about? Who should you definitely get? That's what we're going over right now. Let's get to the video.
There's a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm gonna do the store sales. Shout out to the homie Cal at Fallfell. I was looking for your mega store post. You still haven't posted it yet, and I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible at the beginning of the month. So, and maybe you'll post it in a couple of hours, but I only have this time of window to record. So, but give us Adam Strange, you cowards. That's the name. Posted this for the DCL Oracle. I haven't even looked at this yet. I've never heard of the DCL Oracle. I just did a quick glance at the calendar and it seemed cool. I'm gonna compare that calendar to Cal at Fallfell's just for completeness sake, to be sure I give you guys all the info that you would probably want. And I need to check DCLOracle.com to see what else is on that website, because I had a plan of doing a Kite Man video, and then I happened to see this post, and so now my plans have changed. Anyway, so by following this link, I have come to this calendar. And this calendar, only comment I have about the calendar is I wish that the font was a little bit bigger. I had to zoom in a bit just so you guys would be able to see it. But there we go. So there's that. And then maybe I'll probably have to adjust it a little bit as we go along. But let's make it work. So as we're going through, the previous month was Superwoman and Clayface. Superwoman, and sorry to tell you too late, that was totally worth it. If you don't have her, then even though it would be expensive and a horrible gem to frag ratio, as I always tell you guys, but I'm going to say it again, 20 to 30 gems per one frag is a good ratio. If it's below 20 gems, it's an awesome. If it's above 30, it's a horrible. So, but with Superwoman, even if it's that bad, like her value is so high in raids that it makes it worth it. You know what I mean? So like, and this was a 20 gem to frags ratio. So that would have been a good deal anyway, either way. Really? Really? Okay. 9.5. I mean, it's 20, right? I'm trying to do the math real quick. All right, so I mean, yes, I guess a good deal. The Clayface deals, those were the range deals. Just you guys who already know, I'm just gonna give for new people perhaps 1,000 means that was going to be I must be doing this math wrong. I feel like I'm doing this math wrong because I'm gonna do 15 divided by 1,000. No, let's do 1,000. This guy. Divided by 15. 66 gem to frag ratio. Forgive me. That was stupid. That would have been a dumb deal anyway. Like 66, that's massively. Let me check real quick on the Superwoman again. Cause now 90, and we can keep all this in. So that would have been a 50 gem to frags ratio. 50 gems for one frag is a horrible ratio. However, with Superwoman, I mean, her value in raids is so high that if you don't have her RB1 or at least like L4 or something, then it might be worth it. Maybe L3, L2 might be okay if you're just using her for raids, and then you can hope for events. But yeah, those are the ones to demonstrate who you shouldn't have or shouldn't have gotten. Now, going on to Miss Martian and Bizarro. Bizarro, I'm not a fan of. Sorry, Gilberto. He's an okay taunter at best. I'm not spending that much on it. Maximum 10, who cares? 66 gems to frag ratio for the 15 side of things. On the 35 side of things, no, you can keep it. Kite Man, I like Kite Man a lot. I think he's good. But if you haven't bought his pack, I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm not buying that pack, even though I have the gems for it, and I think I might like him. And it's because he's a free tune. Why am I gonna spend that many frags on something that I'm getting for free now anyway, so that I can be L2 like 3 days faster? No, I'm good. Miss Martian, she's okay at best. I think she's a good mid game player, mid game player, and early game maybe. Is she great? No. So let's go ahead and check the ratio, which is 100. So that'd be no way 60 again. So if you get 150, it's a 40 gems to frag ratio, which is still bad, and it's a 61 if you do if you get the lower range. And I'm also, those of you who've watched the channel before know I'm anti the range packs, period. Just because, like, I don't know what I'm getting. And if I get the lowest end is always a horrible deal, so I'm just not going to do it. All right, so anyway, Red Hood. Red Hood is a tune after my own heart. He is not viable in-game. He's very good early and mid-game. Just because of the turn meter manipulation when he's in his leadership role. I absolutely love him. So I would get yellow light on that one. I mean, if you're mid, early game, leaning more towards green, I'm going to check the gem to frag ratio on that one more time. But I will say this, I am biased. I am a little bit biased on Red Hood because when I had him was when he was at his peak, or like when I was using him most, when he was at his peak, he was just, it's a 50 gem to frag ratio. So not a great ratio, good tune. So yellow light on it. I'll give it a yellow light. Peacemaker is going to be, Peacemaker is going to be, actually might be a good deal. 37. Good is a stretch. Goodish. He is good against Spectre, albeit I still have situations where I can't one-shot Spectre with him, with Peacemaker. He's going to need a little bit of help, maybe running with Cheetah. That way he gets the strength ups to help him, like, that extra edge over taking out Spectre. Batman Who Laughs on the 8th, 150 gems for 7.5 thousand. Batman Who Laughs is the one that I'm working on right now. I just took Kite Man 7011, and now I'm going to take the Batman Who Laughs because he's like level 69 for me right now, literally. So I'm going to take him 7011 today. And so it's a 50 gems to frag ratio. And for someone who I don't know how good he is yet, I'm going to go yellow light, leaning towards red, because that's a lot of gems, pretty bad gem to frag ratio. And he just got a rework, so I'm not sure how great he is. I'm not 100% sure. He might be great. When I faced him, he's been really good. Easy to take out, though. Azrael, this is the fun. Azrael used to be a problem. And I was thinking about this last night, actually. How many tunes used to be like absolute problems in DC Legends, and then you end up like they kind of melt away. And Dr. Zabaro, shout out to the homie Dr. Zabaro, will tell me that usually, like, if somebody's running PvP or whatever, it lasts for like a year and a half. And so then you had the Azrael situation where Azrael was a beast. And I think directly after Azrael was Black Flash, who owned PvP for like a year and a half. And then Spectre came. Spectre knocked Black Flash off the throne hard. Spectre ruled for like a year. And then came Trigun. Trigun was king of PvP for like 2 days, 3 days, and then Atrocitus came, and then Atrocitus basically became king of PvP. And right now it's Cheshire. She's the queen of PvP, in my view. I could understand arguments for like Parasite or still Atrocitus. I could see those arguments, but for my money, Cheshire is the absolute if she's mixed in with anybody and you don't account for her the right way. Anyway, yeah, I think Cheshire. I haven't done a top 10 list in a while. Maybe I should do top 10 PvP. I don't know. Because I think Cheshire is at the top of that list, although the Atrocitus faithful have an argument to be made. Anyway, so for Azrael, it's going to be a 43 gems to frag ratio, 44. I like him a lot just because he also ramps up when other when allies get hit. So I'm leaning, if you're early mid game, I'm leaning that being a green light, yellow. Depending on how many gems you have. Don't burn all your gems on him. But he can get you through a lot. Especially if you got a good taunter like a Barda or like a Grundy. And these, when I say good taunters, I mean good taunters for mid and early game. If you got one of those already that you're working on, then he's not good with taunters like Eclipso or Harley Quinn who are trying to evade anyway. But like taunters who want to take a hit, he ramps up and then takes off. It's awesome. Vixen is very much an early game ass tune. I would not necessarily spend even the 650 for the 22. I mean, I call her the Swiss Army knife, and I'm always gonna go for 20. So 32 gem to frag ratio is the best you can get, and then 40, it makes it 16 point. That's a really good deal if you got 40, but it's a range pack, so you don't know if you're gonna get 40. If you get something like 38, or if you get, let's go right down the middle. Let's say you get 30, right? Then you're looking at 21. That's still a really, really, really good deal. I think she's available in red alerts anyway right now, so I'm not leaning heavily towards getting her, but and she is a Swiss Army knife, so she's a very early game player. If you don't have a very deep roster, she could be good for you. Maybe spin the gems, but I would put more red light over yellow light, to be quite honest with you. Hippolita. All right, so she's got 90. I use her every once in a while. She's good for teams that are like our ramp teams where you want to do like an AoE attack to wipe out the whole entire team. So like when you're using like the Dr. Light combination, I think Fire had one. Starfire definitely had one. Dr. Poison. Those kind of teams where you're trying to basically nuke the entire other side. Then Hippolyta is very good because she gives a stack of strength ups or a stack of int ups, which strengthen whoever you're trying to be, whoever's turning into your nuke. So I give her a yellow light, in-game red light. Just wait for her to have an event or something. She's not really doing much. If you're like in-game, you need a few more frags, don't worry about it. Joker, red light, sorry. Medfield, I'm still gonna say red light. Some people think he's okay, some people don't. Red light. Savitar, red light. Zatanna, and I mean, you guys could ask me for explanations as to why Savitar and Joker are red light Medfield. They are not good. I mean, they're just not good. They're not good tunes. So like me going down bit by bit by bit, don't save your gems. All right, so Jay Garrick, he can be good early and mid game. Heavy yellow light, like an orange light. Like he's good, but not so much. Then we have Firestorm. I have Firestorm right now, L3 7011. I need to put some more rings into him, but I'm going to focus honestly more on Batman Who Laughs right now because I've seen enough of Firestorm previously, and I know he's had a rework, but I haven't been impressed by any of those reworks, so like I don't really feel like investing in him, if I'm going to be real. I just don't think... Hopefully he's good, but he's probably not. Cyclone was good when she came out. I'm assuming she's an early to mid-game player because she is pretty strong. She does hit hard and have 2 AoE attacks. So I do like her. I would say yellow. I mean, 8K... Well, let me see. Before I tell y'all something. 160. 50. I like her. Mid-game, maybe. If you got like 16,000 gems, maybe. I'm going to put a heavy yellow light on her. Ocean Master red light. He hasn't had a rework. Nobody uses him. He doesn't get any attention. Parallax, yellowish. Like, he's not bad per se, but 6 divided by 150. It's 40. I give him a yeah. He's a good taunter, not a great taunter. There's tons more out there that's better. In fact, I would put like Clayface over Parallax. I would put Barda definitely over Parallax. Grundy, Ultraman, Jace Fox, sorry. Hell, even on Harley Quinn and Eclipse, I would put over Parallax. Maybe he's not as good of a taunter as I thought he was. He's okay. I mean, he's not bad, but I'm not breaking the bank over him. Swamp Thing. I like Swamp Thing a lot, especially for early and mid gameplay. He is really, really good, and I think really underrated. He used to hit hard as a truck. He used to hit so hard. Plus that revive with awareness is not a bad look at all, especially early game, but mid game. I would be tempted to get him. I think he's available in red alerts right now anyway, though, so I would lean against it. I would lean towards red. However, if you're very early in the game and you got an extra 1,000, maybe. Depends on if it's like to take you to the next level, like the R4, or the R5, or the L1, sure. why not? But otherwise, I'm leaning heavy yellow on him. Necron, I have no idea about. I never see him around. I never see anybody use him. So it's a red light based purely on that. I should work on him more. Livewire, red light, trash. Dark side. Dark side is after my own heart, man. I want Dark side to be good. And I think I have, and I should even go check. And in fact, maybe I can check real quick. Check the game. Because Dark Side right now, you're going to see me make a decision. That's 150. Right? Right. That's 150. For how much? Is that 150 for like 11K? For 7.5 thousand. So let's just go ahead and check and see how many frags I have of Dark Side. This is me putting my money where my mouth is and actually using my own advice. Confirm. All right, so where you at, Dark Side? All right, Dark Side. Ooh. See, that's the thing. So, all right, so this is how I'm evaluating right now. All right. Let me get back. All right, so Dark Side, if I get that 150, I can take him L5 finally. So now I'm going to go look at the L5 right quick. Why haven't I done this one? That's 5%. Not for 8 rings. No, sir. All right, so now we go to Tyrant. Also gaining medium overheal. At the end of each enemy's turn, 75% chance to call assist from teammate to a random enemy if Darkside has 5 or more buffs. Also gaining medium overheal. So if that procs as he's team lead, he'll get a medium overheal. The problem I have with it is a medium overheal is so like just subjective, and it doesn't give you like a clear like this is how much, like 50% heal or 25, whatever. It doesn't tell you anything. So medium is what is medium? Is that 25%? That's not a lot. And so to spend 100K in perp to get him L5 doesn't seem worth it to me. However, I want to take him RB1 one day. And if I'm looking at the calendar, I think you can only buy one of those packs. But 150 gets me closer to taking him RB1. And if he has another pack or another, whatever, I might be able to get some more. So it might be faster for me to get into RB1. So I'm leaning, for me personally, yellow light, given my situation. Depending on your situation as well, because I think he's an awesome tune. Mine just isn't strong enough to really like use that often. So I'm leaning yellow light. When it gets around to it, if I have enough gems, I think I might get that pack. I might even get 3 of them. So I could take him RB1 immediately. That means I would have to have 22,500 gems. Oh, to RB1. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. To RB1 Dark Side. I'm not doing that. But I do want to take him RB1. He is good. All right, so that being said, as I always said, and I'm, actually going to do it this time, I'm going to read a few of your comments. Question, is it Toolkit or another page that tells you about the upcoming chances to get shards? Well, this one now, DCL Oracle is where I got this one from. DC Toolkit, haven't been on actually very recently, but it was an awesome website, awesome resource. I think it was really, really good. He stopped for a little while, so I faded off of it a bit. I meant to get some shards for him. I think this is, what video is this for? I think this is for the Ted Core, for Jamie Reyes. For him while they were in the store earlier this week, 3K, but I missed it and I wanted to see if an event was coming up. Okay, so Smooth Operator, there's the information. Then we have Ted Core Legendary works on critical hits only, not all hits. Oh yeah, this was the correction for me on the Ted Core. You'd have been better off taking the last passive Legendary first so he can use his A1 more. I don't know if I did, that was Marius Kent. You've changed your name, Kent, but I recognize the profile picture, so yeah. Anyway, Smooth Operator. In regards to the passive ability, gaining awareness, I just had a match using him in the Titans team. Supergirl started with her boulder throw and got 6 crit damage downs debuffs on us. He got 1 awareness from that. Oh. Raven put 4 int debuffs on our team. He got 1 awareness from that. So either they worded it wrong or is not working correctly, but apparently it's one awareness when being affected, regardless of how many debuffs. This is Jamie Reyes' passive ability. Might let them know about it, but they still have to deal with Cheshire, Tara, and Connor Kent, so it might be a while. Yeah, all those bugs. That's the thing. I don't. I think that's how they meant it. There's one awareness for all the debuffs to get laid out. So, yeah, that sucks. I think that's how they meant it, though. And then AA88LR. Sir, you are my first, might I say, gamer influencer whose vids I have been following for almost a year now, and you make this game really honest and fun to play. Your style is very amusing and efficiently influential at the same time. I am a mid-level player. Thanks for your guidance and am quite heartbroken to experience the same flow of forcing us players to slow down in progress instead of appreciating rationally those who put more time and resources in playing this great game. So in summary, thank you very much. Thank you so much for creating so many YouTube content for us. And thank you. Those, like the thanks, and there are people who do send thank yous. Oh, and SBHW, I think it used to be SB55, but HW7HP. Man, can you make a video about September sales? It's still not out yet, but I hope you will make it when it drops. There you go. But yeah, AA88LR, like those comments, and I've said this before in previous videos when I was first starting the channel, I need to say it again, and I need to do more of checking in on your comments and things like that and be better. I need to be a better YouTuber for you guys. It means a lot. It means a whole lot, because guess what? I'm not making money on this. I only got like 2,000 subs. You don't get a lot of money from that. I get like 300, 400 views per video. You don't get a lot of money for that. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I love interacting. I love producing the content. So it's nice to hear that others of you do enjoy it. And I guess the views are an indicator of that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time.